morning students and welcome to our YouTube channel Gnanamanjari Modern School. So in the previous video we are just going through the chapter, that is chapter number 3, separation of the substance. Okay students, in that we have seen the topics threshing, winnowing, hand picking, sieving, sedimentation and decantation, and at last we have seen it was filtration. See here, in the previous video we have seen about the sedimentation. Here I have drawn that figure, that here there is a mixture in a beaker, see here in the mixture the both insoluble solids and the liquid both are just mixed with each other. Okay students, now see here, both the liquids and the insoluble solids are just with each other, and this is known as mixture. Okay students, then after what we have to do, then after we have to stir it, and after stirring we have to keep this undisturbed for 5 to 10 minutes. Then what will happen? See here, the liquid which was there will be on the float above the solid substance. This is solid substance and the liquid will be over it. All the insoluble solid will just remain at the bottom or sediment, and then after this is just removed, this liquid is removed in the another beaker. So we could separate this. Okay students, this is sedimentation and decantation. This process is known as sedimentation, and then after decantation means this both are removed in the another beaker, both remove in their another beaker. This is decantation. Okay students, now about filtration. In the filtration we have talked about we have seen one activity, filtration. We all know, when we just wake up and then after doing brush and all the things, we just drink tea or anything tea, then the mother just filter it, then after it she gives to us. Okay students, see here, if we take an example, there was activity in your textbook that, see here, this is an conical flask. Okay students, conical flask. In that we have to put above it a funnel. Funnel is kept above it, and then after we have to take a mixture. In funnel you have to keep a filter paper which is there in the rounding shape. In the round shape you have to put the filter paper, and then after you have to mix your mixture which is in beaker. See here, the mixture okay students, this mixture you have to first of all stir it with a stirrer. Okay students, then after you have to put this mixture in this funnel. Okay students, yes, you will put some liquid, the liquid particles will come to the conical flask and the solid particle will remain in the filter paper. Okay students, this is known as filtration. Now we will go to our new topic, that is evaporation. Evaporation. See here, we are seeing evaporation. First of all, what is evaporation? There is a definition given in your textbook that I am writing on the board. Evaporation. Evaporation. So what is evaporation? First of all, the process by which the liquid form of a substance changes into its gas form is called evaporation. Okay, students, see here, reading it again, the process by which the liquid form of a substance changes its gas changes into the gas form is called evaporation. We have seen that there is an example given in your textbook. We will just take another look of that example. If we take a vessel, in that we have just added water. First of all, up to 25 to 30% it is covered with water. Okay, students, in this vessel up to 25 to 30% it is covered with water. Then after you just put salt in it, common salt which we used in our eating, that salt in it. Okay, students, how much? Up to 100 or 100 grams. Okay, if you will put this, then you have to stir it. All these will dissolve in water. The salt will dissolve in water. Now, what if I want that salt back? Then I have added this salt. This will be salt particle will be combined with water particle. Okay, students, and forms a salt water. And if I want that salt back, then what I have to do? I have to just put a burner or this vessel kept above the burner or above the stove. Okay, students, this when we will heat, the water will evaporate. Water will evaporate. Water will evaporate, and at last, after some time, the only salt will remain. All the water will form water vapor. Okay, students, then the salt will remain. See here, this is the evaporation. The process by which the liquid form of a substance changes into its gas form is called evaporation. Means the water was in the liquid form, then after we have heated it, so by heating the water will form water vapor, which is its gas form. Okay, students, now let us read that. See here, The process by which the liquid forms of a solid changes into its gas form is called evaporation. This method is used to separate a mixture that contains a soluble solid and a liquid. The liquid components of the mixture evaporates while the solid components remains behind. Heating increases the rate of evaporation. A mixture of common salt and water can be separated by evaporation. Common salt is obtained from the sea water by collecting it in a shallow pans and allow it to evaporate. Okay students, this I have explained this example, okay students, which is written in your textbook. Now moving further, we have another. See here, before that there is an activity. Let us see that to separate a mixture of salt and sand. Material needed: a mixture of salt and sand, filter paper, burner, beaker, conical flask and water. Take the mixture of the salt and sand in a beaker, add water to the mixture and stir it well to dissolve the salt completely. Now place a filter paper cone in a funnel and set the funnel on a conical flask. Pass the mixture through the filter paper. Heat the mixture collected in the conical flask. Observation: sand remains behind on the filter paper while the salt and water mixture passes through it and it collected in the conical flask up to heating the mixture of salt and water. Salt is left behind while the water evaporates. Conclusion: filtration and evaporation are used one after the other to separate the mixture of salt and sand. Thus, more than one method can be used to separate the components of a mixture. In that, they have what do? They have just mixed salt and sand. Okay, students, sand. If we want to separate that components, then what we have to do? First of all, we have to add water. So, by adding water, the salt will be dissolved in water and sand will not dissolve in water. By that, then after we have to filter it. So, by filtering, what happens? The salt which is dissolved in water go in the conical flask, okay students, and the sand will remain on the filter paper. And then after, what we have to do? Then after we have to do this process. By this process, salt will just separate from the water. Okay students, this is that activity. Now moving towards the condensation. So what is condensation? Let us see that. So condensation, first of all, I am writing that definition in the board. Condensation. So the definition is the process by which the gas form of a substance changes into its liquid form is called condensation. Okay students, so what is condensation? Just let us read it. See, The process by which the gas form of a substance changes into liquid form is called condensation. And if I say it, the condensation is opposite of evaporation. In evaporation, what happens? The liquid is formed into gas, and in condensation, what happens? The gas form converts into its liquid form. Means, if I say simple example, see, water to water vapor is evaporation. Water to water vapor is evaporation, and water vapor to water is condensation. Okay, students, water to water vapor is evaporation, means it is in liquid form and it is in gas form, and this here it is gas form and it forms to liquid. Now, what is evaporation? Liquid changes to gas, that is evaporation. And what is condensation? Gas changes to liquid, that is condensation. Okay, students, if you want to write this, then you can write this is in a simple word, that what is evaporation? Then we can say liquid form is converted into gas, then it is known as evaporation. And what is condensation? Then gas form is converted into liquid form, so it is known as condensation. Okay, students, please note down this if you want. And now reading further, the process by which the gas form of a substance changes into its liquid form is called condensation. When you take out a bottle of water from the refrigerator, tiny drops of water appears on the bottle after some time. This happened because the water vapor present in the air condenses on the cool surface of the bottle and changes into drops of water. In previous activity, we have learned how to separate and collect sand and salt from their mixture separately. What if we also need to collect the water used in the mixture? See here, for that in the previous activity we have just evaporated that water. So in this activity we will see that we have to take salt, sand and water. We have to separate these three. In previous activity we have just evaporate all the water. Now this water is to be just converted back to the liquid by condensation. Let us see that activity to separate water and common salt from their mixture. Some salt and water mixture, a pan, a metal plate, some ice cubes, a pair of tongue, a bowl and Bunsen's burner. Take the mixture in a pan and heat it over the burner. Place a few ice cubes over a plate with the help of a tongue. Hold the metal plate slightly above the pan. Collect the water droplets dripping from the metal plates into a bowl. Water changes into steam through evaporation. The steam rises from the pan and condenses on the surface of the cold metal plate to form water droplets which are collected separately. Salt is left behind in the pan and water is collected in the bowl. Conclusion: water and common salt can be separated from salt water mixture and collected separately by the process of evaporation and condensation. Okay, students, if this practical is possible, we will do over here in the video, but I have to first of all see that instruments are there or not. Okay, students. Now, moving further, we have seen the evaporation and condensation. Moving further, so Our next topic is solution and solubility. So what is that? Let us see that solution and solubility. So, solution and solubility, what is that? The let's answer you have to first of all do in your homework, then after I will give the answer, you just have to verify that. Solution and solubility. Solubility. Okay students, see here what is, first of all see here I am just reading that when we add a teaspoon of sugar to a glass of water and stir it, the sugar disappeared in the water. This because sugar gets dissolved or mixed completely with water. So the substance that get dissolved in the is called the solute. The substance that get dissolved is called solute, means the sugar is called solute. The substance in which something gets dissolved is called solvent. So we know that water is a universal solvent, in that most of the things get dissolved. So sugar is solute and solvent is water. A mixture of one or more solute dissolved in a solvent is called solution. See here I am writing these three definition over here one by one. That is the substance that get dissolved is called solute. Okay, and the next one is about solvent. So what is solvent? The substance the mixture the substance in which something gets dissolved is called solvent. That get dissolved is known as solvent. Now moving towards our next definition, that is solution. A mixture of one or more solutes dissolve in a solvent is called a solution. Is called a solution. See here, let us see one time again this all three definition. The first of all, solute. What is solute? The substance. Just think, we are just making a mixture of sugar and water. Okay students, we are making a mixture of sugar plus water. Okay students, see here, the substance that get dissolved is called solute. So water is dissolved in sugar or sugar is dissolved in water? Yes, sugar is dissolved in water. So here the solute is sugar. Okay students, here the solute is sugar. And now, so about talking about solvent, the substance in which something gets dissolved, means sugar is dissolved in water or water is dissolved in sugar. So here what we have to see, the substance in which something get dissolved. So what is dissolved? Sugar. And in which it dissolved? In water. So here will come water. The solvent is our water. Solvent is our water. A mixture of one or more solutes dissolved in a solvent is called a solution. Yes, if we talk about our limbu pani, then in that we just put sugar, salt, lemon and water. So in that the solute are which? Salt, sugar, lemon, three solutes, and solvent, that is water, and that is known as solution. Means we just say that limbu sharbat, that is actually not limbu sharbat, that is solution of lemon, sugar, salt and water. That is solution of lemon, sugar, salt and water. Okay students, now just I am reading it further. See here, a solution can be represented as solute plus solvent is equal to solution. For example, salt plus water is equal to salt solution. Substance may be soluble or insoluble in liquid. Soluble substance are those that get dissolved in a liquid. For example, salt and sugar are soluble in water. Insoluble substance are those that do not get dissolved in a liquid. For example, sand and chalk are insoluble in water. Okay students, now the further we will see in our next lecture. Now please write down your homework. So your today's homework is, students, write definition of evaporation, condensation, solute, solvent and solution. Okay students, solute, solvent, solution, evaporation, condensation, and lastly let's answer. Okay students, in this you have to write this 2 times in your homework book, and this let's answer, you have to just tick your answer in your textbook, and then after in the next video I will give the answers. Okay students, up till then stay safe, stay home. Okay, bye students.